Why do we eat when we're not even hungry? You're probably wondering, my friend. Well, most of the time, it's not hunger. It's just a habit that you have built up. Here's why. Your eating habits are what determines your overall health and weight. We could be mostly eating soups or eating rice, chicken, broccoli. We just know what to do. Everyone has a different habit of eating in general, and most people do have control over it. But there are some eating habits, that are not good to have. Like, for example, eating foods that have little to no nutritional value, or eating at times where it's not appropriate to do so. Like eating at, I don't know, 2 in the morning. I don't know why we even eat at 2 in the morning. Now, as I said earlier, everyone has different eating habits, and you might struggle with bad eating habits. That's probably the reason why they clicked on this video. You might have skipped a meal, and now you're wondering why you're downing 3 bags of Tostitos. 3 bags of Tostitos. Now it might seem hopeless. It might seem like you can't really change your habit because you gotten so used to you eating cupcakes or eating at this time or any of that. I can assure you this. You can eliminate those bad eating habits. So here's my personal story on my bad eating habits. I know you can. It will take some time, but you can eliminate them fully. I had bad eating habits before as well. Back then, all I thought was about food. Nothing, bro. All I thought was just food. I didn't care if there was an event happening, if there was something going on. I would only care for food. I would always take seconds at lunch, would always ask for more, even when I was not even hungry, just because the food tastes good. So guess what? I want to eat a lot of it. I also snacked at random times during the day until my stomach told me to stop for the day, which meant my stomach would just hurt, and that was like, and then when that happened, I was like, okay, I think I need to stop. But I would do that only when it's hurting. Health was just out of the picture during that time. I had no mind of health. I didn't think about health. I didn't really care about health at all. I just loved eating food. That is something no one should go through. Eating for no reason is really no good for you. So you need to understand why you have these bad habits, these bad eating habits in the first place, so you can remove them from your life. That is why I want to dive into the key point of the video, which is understanding why we get tempted to eat at times when we don't. Let's get straight into it. So, there are many ways we can feel tempted to eat when we don't want to. Let me explain why you eat, even when you're not craving anything at all, like you don't even feel hungry. I'll go through this list by list and I'll explain each one. Boredom. When you're bored, you're just craving for something to do. Since you're most likely in your house when you're bored, then you decide, maybe a snack could be good right now. So you take one, then it starts to be 2, then 3, then by the fifth visit to the fridge, it's like you already ate 2 plates worth of dinners full of snacks than just 1 plate of dinner. Doesn't make sense, does it? Now, habits. Usually our habits come into play for what we do in our everyday life. If you get used to eating a snack like around 10 p.m., your body will adjust itself to that routine and it will follow it until you decide to universally change it. But most likely, you don't feel like changing the habit since it's too hard to do. Before, I built a habit of just me getting up and just me staying in my bed. That's the habit that I've built up before. Now, luckily, I don't do that anymore. But it took a long time and a lot of hard work for me to remove that habit. Because habits are something that we build up every day. Me making this video, that's a habit because I've been doing this for a long time. Habits build up everywhere, no matter where. So make sure that you're building up good habits and not bad habits, okay? Now, seeing or smelling food. When we see or smell food, Our mind processes that thought and can decide, I'm hungry. I can go to that place to eat just because you look at it, or you smell the food there. Now you're somewhat hungry, but before you just ate like a whole dinner. Now you're hungry again. Our own mind can literally trick us into eating food when we couldn't have just eaten something beforehand, which is a bad thing since if you just ate, why are you gonna eat again because you smell it? Of course, the foods might smell good. Don't get me wrong, but what's the point even eating if you already ate before? That's just that just makes you want to overeat and build up that bad habit of just you overeating just because you either saw food or you smell food, especially online because there's a lot of food recipes online, which is not bad, but just because you see someone famous try it does not mean you have to try it as well when you just ate. Because if you're gonna just order food when you just ate a meal, like literally like an hour ago, that's overeating because you're not letting your body relax from what you ate before. And just because you saw someone on either TikTok or Instagram seeing them eating a food that's in a popular place, you decide, let me order that from places and let me see what the hype is about. You can try it, but when you haven't even ate yet, this makes sense. Now, the most common reason is fatigue. When you're not like feeling it for today, like you're not in the mood like for the day, it's very easy to overconsume. Since the body wants energy and its primary energy source is food. This can lead you into eating large portions of food just to feel energized and feel like ready for the day. It can make you eat a lot of sugar and carbs in general. Because when you're tired, let me say this. When you're tired, you're gonna eat anything because you're gonna feel like you want to eat because your body is demanding you, and because you want to stay more awake, you probably will most likely eat sugar or drink sugar. That is what's most likely what's gonna happen, and that shouldn't be what you should do. When you have fatigue, what I would recommend is for you to think, am I eating properly or not? Because even when you're tired, even when I'm tired, I still think about what I'm eating and I still make a decision. Now, feeling comfort or reward. I speak for all of us, but we all want to feel comfy at times in general, since we can do a lot of work and then make our body feel like it deserves a treat. Now that could be good if you know you're putting the work in. If you're just putting barely the minimum work and decide, I want a snack, it's gonna make you think that, so if I just did this amount of little work, I could get a snack. And it could also trigger when you feel either sad, confused, or happy about something. When you're sad, if you're sad most of the time, that's gonna make you overeat. If you're like, maybe this treat could get me better, and you're sad almost every day because of maybe everyday life, I don't know. That's not a good habit to have, because that's gonna make you think that, hey, since I want this reward, let me be sad again so I can get the reward again. And it'll be over and over and over, and it'll be hard to break that bad habit. So I recommend, don't, even if you do a lot of work, don't reward yourself, because then if you do a little work and then reward yourself, then your body's gonna be like, so now do just little work and this, and then it's just be a repeating cycle that you can never break. No, that should be that would just be a cycle that's gonna be really hard to break. Now, the last reason why can be lack of mindfulness. When we eat, we have to see what we are eating. It sounds crazy, I know, but if you're distracted while you're eating breakfast or lunch, you'll feel like you haven't eaten your meal at all, which can lead you to eating more to feel quote unquote full, and will lead you to a bad habit of just you over consuming and being distracted while eating. I was surprised when I saw this, but there are some people that they need to have something in their view, like their phone, while they eat. Now, I will know that because I built that habit before. Like, I built that recently, but now I removed it. But before, every time I used to eat, I would always find a YouTube video. Try to find YouTube videos for me to watch while I eat. And every time after I finished eating while watching that video that I want to watch, I would always somehow get more hungry. And because of that, now I condition myself to me thinking that, for me to eat, I need to have a video playing, or I need to have a phone next to me while I eat. And that's made me overeat as well, because I'm not even understanding I'm not even processing what I'm eating. Because if you don't look at what you're eating, I'm gonna be very real. If you don't look at what you're eating, your mind's not gonna think that it ate, even though you just did. Now, for everything I just said now, it all condenses to one single word: habits. The root of it all: habits. Habits play a big role in our life, since it's what we usually do when we wake up, that I said earlier. Like, for example, brushing your teeth. That's a habit that we all have, because every morning we need to brush our teeth because our breath is funky. Habits are something that can either move you up or keep you afloat, and keep you down if you really build up that much of that habit. You could be adjusted to training every other day, or just lying down in your bed at 1 p.m. doing nothing every single day. That's true. Let's say if I condition myself to read 10 pages of this book every day, right? If I read every day for, like, let's say a week or like 2 weeks, my body's gonna be like, now I need to read 10 pages of a book every single day now. Just because I condition myself, hey, I want to read more books, so let me condition myself to reading this specific book. And then I read 10 pages, and when I'm finished, I'll read another 10 pages. That's a habit. And that's a good habit right there as well. And I know you don't want to keep your bad habits, especially for eating. It will push you into a mental runt, and you will feel bad for eating 2 bags of chips for a day. Bad habits can lead you to poor time management and lack of energy while you work out. Which is why I want you to build up good habits that will help you with working out and time management. When you start to be consistent with good habits, you will start your day more differently than you thought. You might feel more energized throughout the day, since it's not making you feel as if you're wasting your time and energy. But it will also help you track of what foods you're eating. Make your days feel a lot more productive than usual. Have you understanding how one small bad habit can ruin your whole progress? It can make you overall feel better. Having good habits really, and I mean this, it really helps you with your overall day-to-day life. Especially when you're like working out, since most days you won't really feel like working out that much. But when you have good time management and consistency, you'll build the habit and just work out, even if you don't really want to, because of the habit. Because it's just a habit to you. It's something that you do normally. Now, if you feel like you have bad eating habits, listen up. It'll be hard to break those habits, like I said earlier, since your mind and body are already conditioned to those habits. So what I recommend to do from me is to start by removing them. Just one small good habit. It will be hard to do, trust me, it will be hard. But with consistency and focus, you will be able to remove those filthy habits. So I would recommend start to drink water if you get tempted to eat, because this is something that I've been doing recently. But if you're gonna be tempted to either snack or eat something when you know you just ate beforehand, drink water first. Because usually your body confuses thirst for hunger, and you'll be thinking, I'm hungry now, so let me get a snack. No. First drink water, and if you do eat, drink water after you eat as well. Water will help you not overdo eating and snacking as a whole. You can still snack, but drink water after. So your body won't really be asking you for food. Even beforehand, if you don't want to eat a snack, drink water first. Now, I know this might be something that might be lacking, but you need to sleep more. It might sound crazy, but trust me, sleeping more makes you less tired than you usually are. It will make you stop craving sugar to keep up for the day. As I said earlier, fatigue is when you feel tired, and that's a bad habit, because now you have a bad sleep schedule, and that can affect your health. And if you get better sleep, that will make you less tired and not make you want to eat a lot of food or sugar for the day. The last one I recommend you to do is to eat more healthy. It may sound obvious, trust me, but it's also true as well. When you eat more healthy, you'll start to see how full you get when you eat protein, fiber, etc. You won't really depend on that cheap meal that you get at McDonald's that gets you through the day, making you feel tired afterwards, leaving you feeling more hungry. I'm gonna be honest. Fast food, it just leaves you with a bad with a bad stomach, bro. It may feel good at the moment eating that cheeseburger and fries, but over time, over the day, over the course of the day, it's gonna your stomach's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. So I'll recommend start eating more healthy, since that'll make you less tired, and if you eat more fruits, that can keep you more awake. Because basically, are like healthy sugars. Fruits are like healthy candy, basically, because it has healthy sugar in them. When you start to build up these good habits, make sure you follow them. Having good habits is like having momentum. It builds your day. It builds up your day to make it more worthwhile, and it keeps getting better and better the more days you're consistent with it. One bad habit could lead to another. It could lead to a downward spiral of bad habit after bad habit. So stay consistent with building up good eating habits. Start small and stay consistent, please. I say this in every time my videos. Stay consistent as you break these bad habits and build better ones. I know that you, my friend, are serious about making your life better and wanting to eliminate these bad habits since you watched the full video. So I know that you actually want to eliminate those bad habits. So take your time with it. I know you'll build those good habits and remove those bad habits, my friend. You will be great. Now that's all I have to say for today. So make sure to work out when needed to. Start to build up good eating habits, and stay consistent. Consistency, as I said earlier, it's really needed for these types of solutions I've been telling you. Consistency will help build up those good habits you'll want to build. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you, my friend, in the next one. Peace.